I'm just going to start assuming the best and hope that my reality catches up with me and the best case scenario always happens in my favor, like how I want it to. Like, universe, show me how good it can get, please. Please, 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 please. And start focusing and nitpicking the good things of life. Well, I feel like nitpicking has a more negative connotation, but I need to start congratulating myself for those wins and really making a big deal out of them, so I keep getting it. I keep getting dopamine from doing and doing and doing. I am in a really good spot right now. You know what? Mentally, I've never been better. Yes, there are a few things and aspects about my life that are per se less favorable. However, I'm always on the up and up, and I know that it's just a matter of time before I am living that reality that I want to live. And I just got to be patient and wait for my time. But I really do feel like things are on the up and up, and I need to capitalize on this and keep it going and keep the momentum going. I really did spend a lot of years being so depressed and identifying as a loser. Even just a few months ago, you can see me talk about being a 24-year-old loser. Well, that ends today. No, I'm kidding. It ends though, because it's not conducive to a life that I aspire to live. Being miserable, sulking in my misery and hoping other people join me or tearing other people down so they stay on the same level as me, like, no. And I've come to a point where I realize I don't have to also be around those kind of people that are like that for me in my life. And while yes, I've been a lot more lonely recently, I have never been more at peace with myself and just knowing that everything will be okay and it will happen. The answer will be answered in one way or another. The prayer will be answered. I feel like I almost said the answer will be answered. It'll get done, and in the most unlikely ways. I'm trying to tell myself maybe I am the rule to the exception. Maybe there is a better case scenario that I don't even know exists that is on my way. If anything, I do feel like there was like a huge blessing bestowed upon me recently, and I feel like it's really made me motivated to start truly living from a different mindset, which is good. Like, again, like, I just feel like I spent so many years just at war with myself and my mind. I cannot tell you the struggles that I endured, man. Like, it's so ridiculous. And especially being so young still, I feel like, well, I'm about to be a quarter century old, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life living my years like this. You know, like, there is one older lady at church whom I love. She's so sweet, obsessed with her. And she's like in her 70s, and she would always talk about how, like, she doesn't feel like she's Catholic enough, or that she's not doing good enough being a Catholic, or doesn't know enough. And it was always nitpicking herself about not being a better Catholic. And I could just hear myself in her. I could hear me in what, like 50 years also being a broken record, saying I don't feel good enough in XYZ up, you know. And I had to stop, and I had to tell her, like, no, like, you're fine, you're doing so good, you're the one leading the discussion at this table right now, like, oh my. And she was really thankful that I pointed it out, that she is always calling herself out and that she needs to stop doing it, because she is doing a lot. She is doing good. She is a good Catholic, and Jesus and God sees that, you know? But I just think it was so funny that she, of all places, was put at my table, because, again, it really just reminded me of myself, and I could just picture me being her age and doing the same thing. And I don't want that to be my reality. I don't want that to be the case. And I guess I should just use that as my sign to really stop being like that and get out of my head, because I have spent, again, so many years, but I really do feel like things are turning around for me. And I'm so glad, man. Like, I could cry thinking about the person I was like 4 years ago, and how she would be so happy if she could see me now. And the great thing about this is I'm not even at my final form yet, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much more I want to do with my life. No, I'm not gonna make, okay, sorry, I was gonna make a joke. It's not a funny joke, and I don't want to speak that into existence, so I'm not gonna say it. But I really just need to keep going. You need to keep going. Maybe this video is for you, and to know that there are better days, and while life itself isn't necessarily a linear progression going either up or down, you know, you'll have moments where you go slip down into depression, and you'll have moments where you slip into such a better version of yourself. But I think what's important is to remember that everything is temporary. It is so temporary. Things can be so fleeting. But the beauty in things being temporary is that while you might be going through a dark period now, there is always a better side that is just waiting for you to experience. And there is a side of life that you don't even know exists yet. And unfortunately, you won't know if you end it all now. Like, think about what more this could be for you, and what more you could do for yourself. There's so much you could do for yourself. I think we often fall victims to the everyday lives we put ourselves in. And it's sometimes when you get sucked into that and you're working so much, you're working every day, it's hard to take a step back and reflect and be like, well, is this the life I want? You know, some people settle, I feel like, for the lives they live. And I'm sorry, that's not what I want to do. And I don't know if that's what you want to do, but also, wait. Sorry, I thought I saw something weird back there. Anyways, I hope this is making sense. I hope this is getting to somebody. Like, today, I work quite a bit today. And I say quite a bit just because I work part-time, but today I'm doing like longer hours than normal for my part-time job. So that's great, but you know, on the bright side of that, getting paid more for doing more hours. Yay me. And I'm also proud of myself for right now, just even getting in front of the camera right now. I have like an hour-long break before I have to go back to work. But I'm really trying to tell myself, like, girl, we gotta fight those demons. Right now, one of my biggest demons is my phone addiction. And I think that this is a way better alternative. And also, recently being blessed with a new camera, I do think it's all the more motivating to get off my phone and create more. And I really do just need to keep at that. I've been going pretty strong on this YouTube channel since February, since like Valentine's Day, when I was literally crying about being a 23-year-old pick-me. Go check it. No, but I'm so serious, and that's what I talked about when I first started picking back up this channel again. Because mind you, I've had this since I was like 16, back in like 2018. Anyways, we're gonna get out of the flop era, or the flop. What's longer than an era? Like a period of time? I don't know. Whatever's longer than an era, considering a period of time. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of that. Okay. Anyways, where was I going with this? Oh my gosh, I always do this and then I'll like start talking about something. Oh my gosh, wait. Anyways, moving on. I just want to keep going with life and hopefully be able to reach a self-actualization point, the tip of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the like pyramid of hierarchy. I want to get to the top of it, right? And oh yeah, I was talking about posting more since Valentine's Day, and I did have this last month where I wasn't posting frequently. There was even like 2 weeks I went there without posting anything, which is not like me if you know me, because at the height of me doing stuff, I was even posting like 3 times a day sometimes. Granted, I'm posting 3 times a day for like 20 views, but that's fine. I consider over 25 views such an accomplishment. But but I just recently got my car back working. The reason the last month, again, I wasn't really posting much was because my car was broken, and I film majority of my videos in my car. I just feel so much more comfortable in my car compared to anywhere else, and I feel like there's a lot less limits that I have to what I feel like I can say. Despite me like high-key being in public when I make these videos. Regardless, getting my car back and then also recently getting a new camera, like I really do want to take these resources I have to take it to that next level and thank the universe by making it happen, by putting action to what I say I want to do. I often get in this mode of just telling people I want to do this, and then not actually doing anything. But lately I have been talking about the YouTube videos, like I will talk about it to my coworkers, but the thing is I have been doing stuff with it, and I just feel like this camera is going to take it to a new level, and is actually like hiking inspiring me to want to go out and do more, because I always be filming on my iPhone. And the worst thing about filming on my iPhone is that iPhones are getting so crummy these days. They're literally so I cannot stand my iPhone because it's so terrible, especially the battery life. Like I feel like it's so, also mind you, I be clocking in like full-time work type hours in my screen time phone. But at the same time, it's like, this is the iPhone. This should be like state of the art, right? Why is this dying so fast? Why do I have to charge it multiple times during the day? I don't like that. Also, again, phone addict here. I need to get off the phone. But it's even worse. The battery drains so much faster when I'm filming, and God forbid it's a nice day out and it's hot. And yeah, that my phone will be, yeah, there's no, but at least the camera I have, I got multiple extra chargers for it, so that should be good when I'm on the go and want to like do a whole day and outing filming. And I do want to start doing that. I'm actually really inspired and wanting to do that more. I'm thinking about maybe going somewhere tomorrow to do that, but I also found out that I actually do work tomorrow, so I'm kind of put a damper in trying to be out all day just making videos. But I, again, just want to thank the whole world just by doing. And the good thing about right now is I am doing by making this video, and I hope I can continue to do these so that hopefully one day I'll get good enough at speaking that maybe one day I could say something to someone out there, even if it's just one person. I don't care. I hope I can be that person that can say something to you that could potentially like change your life, or just start getting you to think from a totally different perspective, or even to say something to just make you feel less alone, and like you can relate to somebody out there, because it can get lonely. It can get so dark and so difficult to push through, but you really do got to keep going, because it really is just temporary. Just, I watched a video recently and this lady said, just start saying out loud, show me how good it can get. God, show me how good it can get. Universe, show me how good it can get, and I've said it a few times, not as much as I probably should be, but I really should start saying it more, and maybe you should too. But I already feel like in the short amount of time since I've watched that video, good things have happened. And obviously I'm not saying that it's all thanks to that mantra, but I do think when you're in good spirits, you're radiating off higher energies, more positive vibes, that it is easier to attract even more positive vibes coming back your way. Because when you think from a lack mindset, when you think from a negative mindset, you are putting out the darkest of lowest vibes ever. And I'm sorry, misery loves misery, and you're just going to attract more of that. And also be more hyper aware of when those bad things do happen, because there are plenty of good things that happen every day. I think most people just don't stop to think and appreciate the blessings they do have. So here's to me putting an effort towards fulfilling the life that I want to live. And I really do feel like I'm living the dream. Like literally, I'm just so thankful recently for my mindset. And I always mention this, I always put it out there, but I do want to say and be transparent that, in my opinion, the biggest thing that I have done to change, and that has made the biggest change in my opinion, has definitely been praying regularly. And when I say regularly, I do mean every day. More specifically, praying my rosary every day. It has really totally changed the game. I'm so not kidding. I am so much more at peace with myself, and I think, for every Hail Mary I say, it's just keeping the devil at bay even more so, and just away from clouding my thoughts, because I really was struggling with really bad ruminating thoughts, just over and over replaying, and especially with flashbacks. I mean, I still deal with flashbacks, but not nearly to the volume and extent of which I did pre-praying regularly. And